Hello and welcome. Today I will let you know about one more famous artist from Hyderabad, Deccan. She is totally forgotten today. She was a famous kathak dancer and later she moved over to movies. Her name is Sunalini Devi. She comes from the famous family of Chattopadhyayas. She is the younger sister of Mrs. Sarojini Naidu. Her father, Dr. Agornath Chattopadhyaya, was the founder of Nizam College. He was also the first principal of Nizam College. He was a great educationalist, an alchemist, and a great social reformer. Sunalini Devi was born in the year 1890 in Hyderabad, Deccan. Her father, Dr. Agornath, was a staunch Brahmo, and according to the principles of the Brahmo Samaj, it is not the destiny or the karma, but the free will and the hard work of a person which takes him to becoming famous. He initiated all his children on the lines of the Brahmo Samaj. So, he asked Sunalini to choose her own way of educating herself, her profession, her marriage, etc. And Sunalini Devi chose to become a kathak dancer. From the age of 5, she started learning kathak dance. She was also a good singer, but her mainstream was dancing. By the age of 12, she got sufficient proficiency in kathak dancing. Unfortunately, Dr. Agornath Chattopadhyaya had some bad fortune. He lost his job and he incurred a huge debt. He was unable to pay. Later, to his bad luck, he was expelled from Hyderabad. So he had no other choice but to move over to Calcutta and join one of his sons. Sunalini Devi followed his parents and she migrated to Calcutta, and where she continued her kathak dancing. By age 16, she was a famous kathak dancer. She started giving performances in major cities all over India. In one of her dance performances at Allahabad, the Music and Dance Academy of Allahabad conferred her the title of Nrutya Rani. It translates to Queen of Dance. In Persianized Urdu, it can be called as Malikae Raqs. On that occasion, Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore and Pandit Motilal Nehru both were present when she was given that title. Later, she got married to one Mr. Rajam, a leading lawyer of Cuttack, and she was blessed with a son. Unfortunately, she fell sick and she was advised rest. Her prolonged rest made her gain weight and she was unable to dance on stage. So she asked the advice of her elder sister, Mrs. Sarojini Naidu, who told her, "You have got enough acting talent. You have been working on the stage for the dramas which were composed by Harendranath Chattopadhyaya, their younger brother. The dramas were titled like Abul Hasan and Valmiki. Between the years 1918 and 1920, Abu Hassan was so famous drama in Madras. And later, when Harendranath Chattopadhyay returned from England, it was staged for many years in Bombay, Calcutta, and elsewhere. So she took the advice of Mrs. Sarojini Naidu and she went into make on movies. She also had an experience with one silent movie by name Prem Sanyas. Devika Rani and Himanshu Rai, they had requested her to play a small role in that movie, for which she agreed. She didn't want to do any more movies at that time, but here her sickness made her, she had to join movies for her living. She acted in 60 plus Hindi movies. She had acted with many of the famous production houses and famous directors of her time. In the year 1953, she migrated to United States, where her son was working as an engineer. And in 1950 later, she started a school of kathak dancing. She was teaching kathak dancing to many of the students in United States. Her later part of her life is slightly unknown. But during her stay in India, she was a frequent visitor to Hyderabad. She loved the city. She said, Hyderabad is a city of gardens and pearls. She had many relatives in the city and she used to visit them. And this is all about Mrs. Sunalini Devi. She is totally a forgotten person today, but in the early 1900s, she was a very famous kathak dancer. And later, in the movies also, she played supporting roles. Her dialogue rendering was superb because her knowledge of Urdu was very high. So, I am remembering her and letting you know about one artist who was from Hyderabad. I hope you like this program. Thanks and have a nice day. We'll see you again. Okay, bye.